Is Nintendo taking a year off? Well, probably because it's the start of the year. Usually we get a Nintendo Direct, but we got one, but it was like a third party direct. Maybe they have something big planned. That's why there's no Nintendo Direct. But come on, Nintendo. We know that there's no Pokemon game this year. There's no, well, I mean, there could be other games. There could be a bigger direct near the end of the year, but maybe they're taking a year off to set up for the Nintendo Switch 2 or the predecessor, whatever it's called. Maybe they're taking a year off to make sure that that console releases with some games. The Nintendo Switch, it released with quite minimal games. It released with Breath of the Wild, Nintendo Switch 1 2 Switch or something, and Skylanders Imaginators. I'm sure there was a couple others, but those are probably the top ones. Yeah, the Switch had a interesting start, but it started off pretty interesting, and then it just blew up out of the blue. Probably not out of the blue. The Wii U was pretty bad, but the Switch just, and then it like took off. It just took off. So, is Nintendo taking a year off? I think yes. I think they're taking a year off because we know that a couple of games are coming out this year. We got, of course, the Princess Peach game. That's not, yep, the Princess Peach game. We also have Luigi's Mansion 2. Yeah, that's a rough road there. Whew. We don't even know any Zelda games. Oh, you know what? I hope that in the future, this one special Zelda game comes to the Nintendo system. Hope you know what it is. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Yep. I want that to come out to the next Nintendo system. That game it's a masterpiece, a piece of work. Game looks beautiful, runs beautifully, and you get to pick where you want to go. Kind of like Raft or Sea of Thieves. You get to go anywhere you want, any island you want, explore there, complete the mission, and also Link ends the fight with Ganondorf in a pretty interesting way. He takes his Master Sword and stabs it right through his skull. That's an interesting way to end it. And he just leaves it there. Leaves it there to rot. Yeah, hopefully Wind Waker comes out. We'll make another video about Wind Waker, how great that game is. Okay, so yes, they're taking a year off. We probably established this. I mean, they could come out with something, maybe a May Nintendo Direct or something, because they're working on it. Maybe they're gonna announce the Switch 2 then. But it, for me, it's pointing more towards 2025, maybe even 2026 or 7. Yes, Nintendo is pretty good at making sure that the quality is enhanced over their last console or something. Like, they like to make sure that the quality of the games is ready to launch, unlike other systems. Anyways, Nintendo's really good at that. They make sure that the game is inside of the cartridge and they make sure it's all good. They also make sure that the games or the system doesn't launch with any flaws, any very major flaws. So that's really good thing. So it's good for them that they take the time to do as best as they can, because this is actually the strangest year for Nintendo. We don't know from any big AAA games that Nintendo's releasing, and also Pokemon is not releasing any games. So this is a strange year for Nintendo. Maybe they're gonna release some really good game to keep us going, but besides that, they're probably just gonna wait and see where the road takes them. Yeah. So Nintendo is taking this quite a long break because they've been doing games for a long time. They're going to take a break. They're going to make the next game of the next console nice and successful. They'll give us a side game, maybe like Super Mario Odyssey. Nope, that's coming out in the next console. I honestly think The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker will be coming out this year, because to me it makes the most sense. Pokemon's not coming out with any games because they're working on Legends ZA, and Nintendo hasn't really announced anything. But again, it's just the start of the year. But does that mean that they're working on something big, or are they not gonna make something at all? Wait for the next console. That's probably my thoughts on what they're doing. There's been a lot of leaks and rumors about the next Nintendo system since it hasn't been announced in this direct. It's pointing me towards the next direct that they're at least going to announce it. It's probably not going to come out this year, but they're at least going to announce it. So that's probably what they're getting ready to do. They're probably taking the time to do that, announce the next system, announce whatever they need to do, or else things are gonna go bad, and make sure that the next console releases with some games. So that's probably what's on their plate. They probably haven't just straight up, oh, I'm so tired, I'm not gonna do this anymore. They're probably hiring some developers, making good games, making sure that all of this is all set up. So Nintendo's probably going to announce something big in the next direct. Hopefully it's the Nintendo Switch 2, but even if it's not, I'm happy with the Switch. The Switch is a really good console. It's probably the best console that Nintendo has ever made. Maybe besides the 3DS. The 3DS is pretty good, but I think it's better than the 3DS. The Switch is a masterpiece. It takes the idea of a 3DS and just switches it into a TV thing, kind of thing. It's really cool. And I wouldn't be sad if they maybe wait off for another year for another system. But that holds back probably some of the power and the capability of games from nowadays. The Switch is 7 years old. That's a long time for a Nintendo console. They like to probably release them around every 5 to 6 years, but that's pretty long for a Nintendo console. So, yeah, to answer the question straight up, is Nintendo kind of taking a break? Yes, I think so. I bet that Nintendo's taking a break, making sure that everything's ready for the next console, the next games, and who knows, maybe we'll see something like a very good big AAA game just for the end of the year. Maybe it'll be the Switch 2. It could be maybe a 60% chance that could be the Switch 2. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Nintendo's really good at this. Nintendo's a great company, and I'm sure that everything is fine in the Nintendo corporate office. Yeah, so anyways, thank you for watching very, very, very much. And if you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like, maybe subscribing if you are new. And with that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day, and see you in the next one.